Hello everyone, welcome back to more crosswords. We're going to do a cryptic crossword today, but I thought we would start with the monthly bonus, which should be pretty quick. I don't know, cryptic crosswords are always a long video anyway. I just wanted like something a little easier to get started, and these are usually pretty easy. Let's get started on this one. Playground retort to ain't are so. Mining insect that nests in the ground? I don't know. Mining bug? Bic makes pens. Taco blank. Dish with ground beef. Asada? No. No returns as is. Ground beef may be unsafe to eat when cooked this way. Rare? Taco salsa? Elon Musk. Urban playground. Swing set? No. Some ER cases. ODs. Yeah, golf set has irons. Taco salad. Salad. Use FedEx ground as you send something with them. Okay. Ella Fitzgerald. River of Florence. I don't know. Pick up ground on the gridiron. You gain yards. You just gain? Is that... Tiny underground worker, that's an ant. Okay, so I guess it was. Eli Whitney, yep, okay, gains looking good. El Al doesn't fly on the Sabbath. Mining bee. Get off the ground. What? Begin, as in to start, like, metaphorically off the ground. Lying face down on the ground, you're prone. Ground to a halt. Could be ended, but ground to a halt is weirdly specific, if that's so. Noel is a Christmas tune. Still another river. Lymphatic system has nodes. A mill. Underground passage is a tunnel. What's this got to do with Groundhog Day? I don't see it so far. Oh, just ground. I see. We had lots of stuff about ground. Okay, I get it. I thought it would be about groundhogs. Excellent ground beef. A1. Lean. A sand lot. Okay, so lean, sure. Vehicle that can be pulled along level ground. Pulled. Sled. On solid ground to a sailor. I don't know. Ashore, actually. Oops. Sailor who's on solid ground is ashore. Search for underground water. Dows. Present day land where the Santa Maria ran aground. I don't know. Now I get it is aha. Or it could be actually. AAH, but probably not. Performed in a choir, you sang or sung. Go underground, you hide. Really, Haiti? I didn't know that. No. Because isn't Eros the dwarf planet beyond Pluto? Not Eris? Not actually sure. I mean, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Yeah, so sang, hide. It's looking like it has to be Haiti. I didn't know that. And also, I'm not sure about this. Broadway background? Not sure. Magma, when it's above ground, is lava. Boot a grounder, say. I don't know. The heck? I don't know who founded the Shakers. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to get this one. Ann Lee? Boot a grounder. What? Is that like I mean, a grounder is a baseball thing. What does it mean to boot one? Maybe it means to kick something that's in the ground? Maybe it's I don't know, like some other kind of football, soccer thing? Celebrity in brief. A star, but I don't know. Letter at either end of groundhog is letter G. Like some verbs, I'm not sure. It could be a lot of things. Last Greek letter, omega, right? Gardener's groundbreaker. Well, they would use a hoe, a till, a spade. Biblical mountain, whose name comes from holy ground. Don't know. Not very up on my Bible stuff. Blank hit. Grounds for a penalty in football. Late hit. Ready to receive customers. You're open. Punch holes in as a groundkeeper might. What would they punch holes in? The ground, right? I don't know. Gallery display art. Either 43 across, either G in groundhog. Hard G. Is this a manhole? Yeah. Underground vegetable with edible greens. Pharaoh? Taro? Satiric stares or leers, I guess. Gladiator's battleground is an arena. It's not Taro or Pharaoh or whatever the heck that thing is called. An estate would have a, yeah, okay. Oh, beat, okay. Doily material, lace, I guess, right? Early 1950s battleground. Don't know. Thomas, who composed something, I don't know. Spanish muralist, well, not Joan, Juan, Juan, I guess. I can't really pronounce the difference between J-U-A-N, Juan, and Juan. Juan? I don't know. Anyway, bygone name and sports cards. I think it should be a name of a sports company, right? I don't know them, though. Jamboree hosting organization. No idea. But okay, at least this should be like ABAB or ABBA. Probably AB. This should be an A here. This should be an A. This will be either a B or an A, and I don't really know which. High res graphics? High def graphics, probably. Nope. Air to ground missile. Oreos? Yeah. A ceasefire is a truce. It is just ended. Arno? Anne Lee? Divine Comedy, that's Dante. See Other Side, over. Ground War involves infantry. Supply temporarily, you lend something. Campground Visitor for short. RVer? Latvia's capital. Oh, isn't it Riga? Am I crazy? A celebrity is a VIP, yeah, okay. Butter comes in a pat. Okay, looks like it was Reba, rather. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, you air, like you kick. I mean, okay, to make a mistake in baseball is to air. I don't know what it means to boot, but I guess you messed up a grounder somehow. Covert ops with a ground branch. NSA? Oh, no, intransitive CIA, sure. Days of yore are olden times. So what is this? Scenery is the background in Broadway. Heiress, okay. Family dog or cat is a pet. Oh, this must be aerate. I didn't know you did that to the earth, but okay. Building in 1A would be on the ground floor is an apartment. Well, what the hell is this? Oh, I spelled your wrong. Ararat. Yes, that's in the Bible. Good work. A shade tree is an elm. Milo? No, Miro. An acre is ground measurement, and so is area. Roger Ross, I don't know. Playground challenge is a dare. The Colonel's fast food chain is KFC. Korea, okay. Fleur? Fleer? This is a crossing of two names I don't know, right? It's tough. But they do both have to be vowels. This has to be a vowel and this has to be an A or B, so I could just guess them, right? We'll just try all the A's there. And then we'll try all the B's. There you go, we got it. Fleer. 10 minutes, not bad. A-B, the purple cow. I don't know that poem. Let's look that up right now. The purple cow. We'll give you a brief reading. I don't know how long it is. Poem? Can I... Is it a poem? It's a book. Okay, here we go. Here's the Wikipedia article. It's a short nonsense poem, first published in 1895. But it was hard to find this because there's a bunch of stuff that's like, this is a book. You know, it's just a generic anthology of poetry named Purple Cow because of this famous poem, apparently. Oh, very short, yeah. I never saw a purple cow. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. That's not nonsense. That makes total sense. Yeah, I'd rather see a purple cow than be a purple cow. I thought it was just going to be grammatical structure that didn't make any sense. Ah, yes, I wrote the purple cow. I'm sorry now I wrote it. But I can tell you anyhow, I'll kill you if you quote it. Okay. Fine. Let's get going on that cryptic now, shall we? I think we were in 2017. This one looks untouched. June 2017. So, reminder, as always, if you're new to cryptics. Oh wow, the first clue is not in a cross. That never happens. Much like an American crossword, you're supposed to fill them in, you know, and so that letters at crosses are reused. But the clues are given to you very differently. Each clue gives you the answer twice. Once given to you as a sort of oblique definition, and once as some kind of wordplay. And there's a lot of things that can count as wordplay. I have noticed, by the way, the New York Times does many fewer variants of wordplay than what appear in more traditional British ones. So I suspect that in addition to like getting American like cultural references instead of British ones, which is like a big help, I'm also like playing on easy mode. I think the New York Times must make very easy cryptics, which is why I can make any progress with them at all. Anyway, and so wordplay definition. Somewhere in the middle of each clue, there's an invisible divider, and on one side there's wordplay, on the other side there's definition. Our job is to find out where they are and sort it out. So, kind of history lesson given by Aesop after scratching head. No idea. Okay. Oh, and as always, I should warn you that I am very unlikely to complete this puzzle without any help from the website. I've only done that a couple times in my life. We're working on it. We're getting better. Metals untangled. Okay, untangled must be an anagram. Metals is 6 letters, so we're supposed to untangle the letters in metals and get to something that includes bronze. Right? Although how? Salmid? Lamsd? That's very weird. Guess I'm sitting in empty depot. Well, empty depot could be the letters D and T if you removed the middle. And then we could put something in that to mean guess. Like something sitting in it. Approximate is too long. Estimate is too short. I think guess is the definition, and the rest is all wordplay. Dim. So if we put everything in empty depot, it would be D, T, and then I guess it would be I'm, right? Probably dim. A guess that looks like this? I don't know. This doesn't have to be right, but I like, in general, I think it seems like an okay approach, so I'll leave it written in for now. Possibly a physical error before 10 a.m. Well, possibly a physical error that's 4 letters long. Could be a typo. You might physically make a typo and that would be an error. And then we would have, is there some way that before 10 a.m. could be wordplay for typo? I don't see it. Slip? I don't know. Star Wars guy turned placid after eliminating large disadvantage. So who are some Star Wars guys? I mean, there's Luke Skywalker. It says guy, so I think we can count out Leia, but sure, she's in it. Chewbacca. Lando Calrissian is maybe a bit of a reach for cultural knowledge you're supposed to know in a Cryptic. Darth Vader, obviously. There's also like George Lucas would be the other main one. Or I don't know, maybe like, would we be expected to know Mark Hamill? I would think not, right? I don't even know if I can spell it. Obviously Mark with a K, I think, but is it 2 M's IL? 1 M IL? Is there an E? I think it's an I, right? 2 M's? 1 M. All right, we're going to look that up even though it's not relevant. I just want to know if I spelled it right. Mark. 1 M, 2 L's. Didn't expect that. So Luke turned placid. Oh, it's 8 letters. For some reason I thought it was 10. There's Han Solo. Did I mention him? I don't remember. Obi-Wan. A lot of Star Wars guys. Turned placid after eliminating large. Okay, eliminating large. L can mean large. If we eliminate the letter L from something, we can say we eliminated large from it. So placid after eliminating large could be passed. I don't know. Straight-laced commercial about North American diva. It's 2 words. I mean, North American diva is a pretty good example of something that could be just a definition, right? 2 5-letter words, some famous North American singer. But it doesn't have to be. Could be something that means straight-laced. I don't know. Mellow conservative enters New York bureau. Well, conservative has got to be C, right? And C enters New York somehow. But what's the deal with bureau and mellow? Which one of them is like the wordplay, and which is part of the definition? Maybe New York bureau is combined as like part of the wordplay or the definition. It's some bureau that's in New York. I don't really know what such a place would be. French philosopher wearing Texas brides' outfits. So wearing could mean surrounded by. So it could be Tex something as brides' outfits. Their dresses, obviously. French philosopher. I mean, Descartes, right? There were many French philosophers, I'm sure, but Sartre was French, I assume? I don't know. Wary jockeys off course. Can I really not get this? This seems like it's so simple. How could it not be gettable? Off course, wary. I mean, jockeys kind of has to be part of the word. Oh, well, jockeys, I guess, could be an anagram indicator for something. And wary is 4 letters, but there's not really any way to rearrange it to be another word. Awry, which means off course. There we go. Finally got one. Puncture pair of flip-flops with wear. Puncture is a flat tire? It's more of a British word for flat tire, of course, but doesn't really have anything to do with pair of flip-flops with wear, I don't think, does it? Oh, it kind of does. Yeah. It's a flat tire. Because if you were to make a pair of the following 2 things, flip-flops, which you can call flats, I think, and to wear something that, wears you down, you're tiring of that thing. This is a big reach, I think, but it seems plausible. Nice. Let's look at the ones we have some crosses for, actually. Okay, I mean, there's an A there. That's pretty good. Han Solo doesn't really make sense here. Could just be Han, I guess. Handicap? Yeah, it's handicap. So Han is the Star Wars guy. And then we do indeed have placid after eliminating large is passed. And if you turned that, it would be dicap. There you go. And a large disadvantage, or a disadvantage rather, is a handicap. Straight-laced commercial about North American diva. Still don't really know. How about this D? Nice lady earned around $1 million. $1 million is very specific. Is it just M for million? Or G? A G would be a grand. Nice lady. It's like around $1 million, right? But also earned could mean something was added to another word somehow. I don't know. Let's see if this T is any good. Metals untangled. Well, if this T is right, then it can't be an anagram of metals, which is interesting. But we also kind of thought that anyway because we couldn't think of any anagrams of metals at all. Camera shot framing white chess piece. Pawn? Yes. A pawn is a chess piece, a camera shot is a pan, and it's framing W for white. Now we know it's definitely not metals untangled, so that means this T might still be fine. Really, though? Including bronze. Suntan? Ah, yes, it's a suntan. I thought bronze, and a tan. is a suntan, because including can be telling you, look inside of the clue, the wordplay part of the clue, for the letters in the answer just right there in front of your face. So suntan is included in metals untangled. Flat tire is looking good. We have a U and an I now. Still don't know though. Well, let's look at this A. A firm dunderhead always had snacks. How many letters is acknowledged? Too many, right? Yeah. That would mean affirm, is why. All right, I don't see anything obvious there. Consent includes steamship company password. A password kind of has to be... Doesn't it have to be the definition almost, like by itself? And then consent includes steamship company would be the wordplay somehow? Because like, how is password ever going to be part of the wordplay is my question. I don't know. I guess it could be. Secret code? That's a kind of password. Consent. Oh, you know what? I wonder if includes is another one of these like hiddens like we had for suntan. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? It's like there's not 10 letters in a row that includes something from company and steamship and password. Could only be ipkompanip or pkompanipa, neither of which are word, like meaningful phrases. Is there any way secret code could be right? If we had this was password. Well, a company is a co. I don't know steamship companies at all. I don't really see where any of this has to do with consent. But it... I like the idea that it's code, but it might not be secret code. An access code is a password? Ah, that's better. This is the right answer. So we have a co, and we have accede, ACCEDE is a kind of consent. And that just leaves us SS, which, sure, steamship companies, SS is somehow related to steamships. They're named that, I don't know. Or, I'm not sure exactly how the wordplay makes SB steamship, SSB steamship. Oh, SS steamship, right. We don't need to have company, we already have co. Got it. Okay. Guess. And again, we might be wrong about dim and T, but at least the I and the A are right now. Mellow conservative enters New York bureau. Well, here's a C for conservative. Pundits took a dip beside island. Don't know. Beside could be part of wordplay, obviously. We run away from apron, foil, or knife. Well, like you could spell apron backwards, run away from it in a kind of weird sense, and then maybe find some other letter to go here, but it doesn't really have anything to do with foil or knife or any of this other stuff, so I don't think that's it. Foil or knife. I mean, those are both stabbing implements. Right, a foil like an épée for fencing. Don't know. Date night becoming flat. Huh. It's hard to see where there's wordplay in here, huh? All right, moving on. Parent can. Well, this has to be a double definition, right? There's no way to be a wordplay. Parent, you raise a parent. Parents, to parent someone is to raise them, is what I meant. There's sire, which is always kind of cute, but I don't think it's related to can. Don't know. Something you can is able. If you can do something, you are able. Pass boy outside Rhode Island jail. Okay, well, it has to be RI in the middle somewhere. Something is outside Rhode Island. A prison? Yeah, that sounds about right. Pass is P in various contexts, I guess. So pass boy would be P son, and that is outside Rhode Island, the whole thing meaning jail. Honker is sure to be heard. Well, a nose is a honker, maybe. I don't know, I just filled that in because it seems right. Like, how does the wordplay work? Is sure to be heard, yes. If you know something, you are sure of it. So if someone who is sure knows, and if you heard that wrong, you might think they were saying knows. Anything about this? No. Not believing it's reflected in retro line dance. So, is disco line dance? Not really, right? Reflected obviously is saying to write something backwards, like it's probably. We have an S here, so some kind of dance here. Not believing, something tick. Skeptic. I don't know. I'm going to leave these in and see if the eye gives me an idea. One Shoshone speaker brought back ornamental case. So brought back is, we're writing either like one Shoshone speaker or an ornamental case backwards. Actually, the word one should be telling me to write a, right? Because if it were just, it doesn't change the meaning at all if it's part of the definition. A Shoshone speaker, one Shoshone speaker, a Shoshone speaker, those would all be basically the same thing. So I think this has to be a or an, right? And like, I don't know what a Shoshone speaker exactly is. Do they speak Shoshone and like, would those be Utes maybe? But then if you wrote that back, I don't know, weird. Local weather channel secures copyright. What is local weather? Climate, kind of? Not sure. Still don't know this history lesson. Goes for a walk, eating tiny bakery purchases. Small could just be tiny. But then what does that have to do with goes for a walk? Could just be... no. Your purchases, if you purchase something, you shop. So someone purchases would be shops. But then, I don't know. Not believing, yeah, we saw this one. Hospital button. Almost turned up. Jacuzzi. A hot tub is a jacuzzi. Yeah, and that shares a lot of letters with hospital button, so we'll see how it works. Yes, hospital is an H, right? They have the H symbol for hospitals. And button almost would be buteau. And that thing turned up would be otube. Put together with the H for hospital is a hot tub. Begin again. Posting on monster.com. A resume would be posted there, and begin again is resume. Traitors ran a tight ship. Initially. Yes, initially, we're to look at the initials, i.e. the first letters of these 4 words, yielding rats, who are traitors. Oh, a subclimate is a local... I was on the right track with climate. Just didn't know that local weather is called subclimate. Client... Oh, we never looked at this one, huh? Is in character, returning slacks. I can't help but notice that treasure fits here, but I don't see how it's at all related to the clue or the definition. Client is in character. Well, a user is a client in a way, right? And trousers are slacks. So client user is in character returning. Something's character is its sort in a way. Okay. I'll take it. Parent can. Rise? I don't know, it's weird. Rear. Yes, if you rear children, you parent them. And a person's can is their rear end. Okay. Okay, these are rolls. Bakery purchases. Small rolls? What does that have to do with goes for a walk eating? Oh, I see. Strolls. eating tiny. So goes for walk is strolls. And the whole thing... And then, like... Probably bakery purchases are something rolls, right? And so strolls should be eating tiny. The only good three-letter word for tiny I can think of is wee, W-E-E. But obviously there's no such thing as a stree roll, right? Steam rolls? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe we'll figure it out from this across. Hope so. Don't know this French philosopher still. Or the bride's outfits. Texas. Like, it's gotta be... like... something like that, right? But, like, what the hell is this? Wearing Texas. Nice lady earned around $1 million. Could it be Madame is a nice lady? Oh, it is. Look at that. Because we have made, M-A-D-E, which is earned, and that's around $1 million. Okay. A prima donna. I always thought of that as one word, not two. So what does this have to do? Okay, so diva is the definition. North American is at the end. And it's the end here, so that makes sense. Straight-laced is prim. So now you just have commercial about. A commercial is an ad on. So this is a straight-laced, i.e. prim. Commercial, i.e. ad. About, i.e. on. North America, i.e. NA. So there wasn't actually any, like, you know, about didn't mean anything was surrounding anything. It was just like straightforward substitutions applied 4 times. Okay. Well, now we have a P blank N here. That's nice. Still no idea. It's too bad because I need that to make any progress. Well, no, I could get it here, I guess. It's a single 6-letter word. Stove rolls? Is that a thing? Ove doesn't mean tiny anyway. Date night. Becoming flat. Something old? Getting old would mean becoming flat. And it's the right number of letters. Can I justify it with the wordplay? Date night. I don't see how this has any, like, how this could possibly be date night. Huh. And obviously it messes up this T that we kind of thought was maybe correct. One Shoshone speaker. Shoshone is a Native American thing, right? I'm not totally sure, but I think so. Kind of history lesson given by Aesop after scratching head. Oh, is given by another one of these like it's in the middle somewhere? Well, there's no L's, so it can't be like hidden in this. Kind of history. Oral. An oral is a kind of, I was thinking kind of history lesson, but sure, it could be kind of history. Oral history is something we say. So how does that have to do with lesson given by Aesop? Oh. Aesop. Oh, wow. That's a lot of letters to say one thing. Aesop's lessons all have a moral in them. And so a lesson given by Aesop is a moral. And after you scratch the head of that, by removing the M, you get oral. Yikes. Okay, so let's say we assume it really is just wearing Texas. It would have to look like this then, right? I'm not aware of any French. Well, okay, bride's outfits. Is there a bride outfit that looks like this? Not aware of any, but maybe the S will give us something. Possibly a physical error. Oh, an exam is possibly a physical. And we have error, meaning E, X for Roman numeral for 10, and then AM. So what's the deal with Texas? Why does it have an X here? I don't know. I was looking at downs, wasn't I? Mellow conservative. Don't know. Affirm. So I think it's fairly likely that affirm is the definition, or maybe snacks is. But like dunderhead kind of has to be part of the wordplay, and so does had, right? And if had is part of the wordplay, then I think snacks has to be too. Because always had is a pretty tough way to end wordplay. And like I said, I really don't think had snacks or always had snacks can be the definition. Because it's a single 10-letter word, right? Affirm. Don't know. We just need something here that means tiny. I'm looking up in the tiny synonyms. Toy? We. Those are really the only 3-letter tinies that Google's showing up with. Thesaurus.com, you got any help for me? No? Yeah, the only good one that's showing up is we. And Oxford Dictionary by what is this? Lexico.com supplying content from the Oxford Dictionary? I don't know. Yeah, nobody has anything but we, which I already considered and rejected. Now, I guess here's another thought. It could be that purchases is the definition. Just because they're rolls doesn't mean it has to be bakery purchases, because you could buy rolls whether they're at a bakery or not. I mean, they probably would be, but either way, it would be a purchase. And then a tiny bakery would have to be 3 letters long. Like a cafe, obviously, is a tiny bakery, but that's too short, too long. We run away. Oh, weapon? Because I mentioned that knife and foil are both weapons. We run away from apron. Oh, really? Does R can mean run? Wasn't aware of that. If you take run away from apron, you get apon, and the whole thing means weapon. So maybe. I mean, it's looking like steamrolls, but I don't think that's a thing. I don't know, maybe it is. But more importantly, I don't think EAM is a word for tiny. Steer rolls. Steep rolls. Not believing it's reflected. I just wish this bottom left corner would do something. Texas brides. Brides outfits. I mean, something that ends with X and is plural sounds very French, doesn't it? I just have no idea what this pundits took a dip beside island means. Took a dip beside island. Swam in? Swami? Not really related to pundits. Sank? State night becoming flat. Well, okay, suppose this were old. We'd have something rolls. Any letter that could go here if this were a D? A, B, C, D, E. Steed rolls. I'm not aware of those. And "eed" anyway doesn't mean tiny. FGHI stydrols? I'd meaning tiny? I'm not aware of that either. L. Did I skip a letter? H. I. J. K. L. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. Sturdrolls? S. T. U. Studrolls. V. Studrolls. I don't see how it can be a D here. Just nothing makes sense here. Well, this doesn't have to be a T. Yes, it does, because stroll. Goes for a walk, eating tiny. Right. That's not true, actually. The T could be here. Sweet rolls, of course. I don't know. I thought the T had to be here, but there's no good reason for that. Okay, so date night becoming flat, probably something out, right? Getting out. Date night, something out. Evening out? Yes, evening out. An evening out is a date night, an evening out is becoming flat. Okay, so this is not something sitting in empty depot, apparently. It's like train station, right? You can fit the letters for train in here if you wanted, but I don't see how that's going to work with everything else. Okay, we now have an N. That could be very useful. Not believing. It's. Monastic. Doesn't really mean not believing. Line dance. Don't know. How about this one? Now we have more. We have 3 letters on this. It looks almost like anniversary fits. It doesn't. But anniverse would, if that were a word. Affirm. Dunderhead. Like, where can you fit something that means dunderhead in here, right? Idiot. What other good words are there for dunderhead? Dolt. Well, the good news is it's reflected now kind of has to fit here because we can't fit another S anywhere. It's not here. So I think STI. And then like not believing really should be stick. Agnostic. Okay, and conga is a line dance. So this is looking okay. It's reflected in retro conga line dance. Okay, we have an A. We got an A. All right. Pundits took a dip. I mean, there's an A right there. It has to be swam, right? That's what took a dip means. But there's just no, like, swamis is the only, like, that's not what pundit means, right? Like, what the hell is a swami? It's like a, oh, really? It's a, well, it's a political leader. Teacher, not leader. Okay. Sort of what I thought. Swam in? But the point is, it doesn't get to pundits at all. Guess I'm sitting in empty depot. How many clues have I not gotten yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty good. But I don't think I can make progress on these last few anymore. Mellow. Mellow. Mild. Soft. Not spicy. Staid. Placid. Docile. I don't know. Okay, tell me if I have anything wrong. We're going to give up and start asking for help. No, as predicted, everything is right. Okay, start giving me letters. How about this one? I'll take this one, actually. This looks like a U. To make it a plural, it ends with X. Okay. Mellow conservative enters New York. Bureau. What? I still have no idea. Okay, to mellow, like a cheese or something mellows when you age it. Okay. Mellow. Conservative enters New York agency. C is in New York. I didn't think of making New York into NY to get something to enter it. I see. Fine. Well, that didn't really help me at all with this. So give me another letter up here. Well, I mean, okay, this is probably an E, right? Trousseau. I don't know. We'll try that. That looks French, right? Guess I'm sitting in empty depot. No freaking idea. Yeah, it's trousseau. I don't really know what that means, but it looks like French for trousers, which isn't usually what brides wear, but could mean something related to that. This one? I mean, is it really swamis? Like, are you kidding me? Just tell me that's wrong. It's right. Why is this right? What? Took a dip beside Island. IS is island. Yes. Fine. Swam is beside IS. But how is pundits swamis? Swamis pundits. Like what is a one that resembles or emulates a swami, pundit, or seer? A pundit is a learned person. Huh. The only meaning of pundit that I was aware of is the more modern one, a person who gives opinions in an authoritative manner, usually through the mass media, a critic. But apparently there's another meaning, which means teacher. Well, Merriam-Webster, like, tell me about history. Comes from Hindi, pandit, from pandita, meaning learned. Interesting. Okay. As Saverno and Sovares. I don't know anything about this Shoshone speaker or an ornamental case being brought back either. Okay, give me another one of these letters. T-U-I. Still don't know. Okay, so it was Ute. I had that much right. One Shoshone speak. Oh, one can be I as well as A. Ugh. So apparently an ornamental case is an etui. It's a small ornamental case for holding needles, cosmetics, and other articles. Interesting. How do you actually pronounce it? I've said etui, but etui. Okay. Oh, you know, this looks like assert, doesn't it? To affirm something is to assert it, and it could be somehow had something. I don't know. There's only 2 clues left, but there's no crosses for any of them, and I'm just still lost. Give me this one. Well, okay, I guess that's maybe not a huge surprise. In between a V and an R, there's an E, yeah. Maybe should have picked something better. Give me this. Okay, well, this has got to be something 8, right? Ansiverate. Arsoverate. Ansaverate. What is snacks? I don't get it. Oh, had snacks is 8. Okay, now at least I can see where the wordplay is. Always is ever. And a dunderhead is an ass. Asseverate. Asseverate means to affirm, huh? Okay, and we have just this one word left then. Asseverate. How do you even pronounce that? It's gotta be pronounced. Right? Yeah, asseverate. Declare or state solemnly or emphatically. Wow. Guess I'm sitting in empty depot. Oh, a station is a depot, right? And if you emptied it, could be ST. ION. estimation is a guess? I see. So how does this all work? A guess is an estimation. I'm sitting in empty E and station. Okay. All right, well, that was a tough one, but I think a pretty good performance, all things considered. There are a few words I had a lot of trouble with, but I got most of them eventually. And honestly, like, how was I supposed to know asseverate, to know this other meaning of swamis? Trousseau. Tell me what the hell trousseau is. It's just gonna say wedding dress, right? The clothes, household linen, and other belongings collected by a bride for her marriage? Oh, so it's not even what she wears during the marriage. It's like the stuff she takes with her from her old house to the new house she's marrying into? Diminutive of truce, bundle. They're her little bundleettes. The personal possessions of a bride. She assembles to prepare for her wedding day and marriage. Huh. All right. Oh, wow. You want some opinion pieces. What do you put in a trousseau? Here are the 11 items you simply must have in your trousseau. Let's see if can I it's on wedding. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, this didn't sound like an American list. And it's at the website is weddings.in, so India. Wait, before I show you this, is there any? I don't know. The content is not very exciting, but I was a little worried it might have not safe for work images. It has lingerie on it, but also it's mostly just bad meme gifs. You have to have saris, absolutely a must. Makes sense in India, not so much here. Anyway, there you go. So now we learned what a trousseau is. Did I see the pronunciation for that, by the way? Trousseau, told you. So yeah, it's like I speak French. What else did we learn today? Oh, etui. Yeah, but yeah. So I think 3 new words today. Trousseau, a new meaning for swamis. Oh, and asseverate and etui, so call it 4. Not that I'm going to remember these for the next time, but maybe. Whew. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.